Welcome back everyone for the next part of Chrono Ark. Now I know I'm actually supposed to record this part in the next weekend, but I just can't wait. I'm sorry, I can't wait. I just can't. Look at them. Look at those two. Look at that teardrop. That sweat drop. Because Phoenix is probably a little bit hesitant about this confrontation, seeing how he literally messed up the whole plan for the sake of his looming world. After they just met. After the meeting, he went straight into betrayal. Oh yeah, I hope you have a really good reason for that. Right? I really hope you have a really good reason for that, Phoenix. After seeing Lucy, who had regained her memories for a moment in the Crimson Wilderness, Phoenix decided to take actions. Phoenix reunited with Klein after many years since the world has changed, seeking advice from him. Why the freaking heck would he even help you at this point? You are literally part of the reason that he's stuck in his torture chamber, right? It would be reasonable to assume that he might be a little bit angry at you. A little bit. The sanctuary. The familiar scent of dust from the ruins stings my nose. If you follow the scattered stains of blood, you can eventually find the collapsed man on the floor. Oh no. It's already too late. Lucy. She really made a mess this time. Klein? Are you alive? Hey! No luck again. It's already been the 5th loop. Lucy never holds back, so it's rare that Klein is ever alive. Oh! Never mind. Well, you're in luck. After the 6th attempt. Klein! You're alive! That voice. Phoenix? Am I dreaming? Oh no, it's not a dream. It's really me. Is that so? It's been a long time since we talked to each other. It's probably the first time since you've been in this state. Honestly, I was surprised that you would. After you betrayed the Ark project, I never thought I would talk to you again. Oh. Yeah, you're right. You would probably want nothing to do with me anymore. But please, hear me out. There's something I need to discuss with you. Discuss? In a recent loop, Lucy regained her memories for a short time. There was an incident where Lucy was able to see everything within the archive. She was incredibly sad to learn the truth that she's been killing her father for all those years. She asked if there was no way to stop the loop, and I know it's my own responsibility that made Lucy this way. I fully knew this would have happened, and yet I looked away from the truth for my own goods. I thought she wouldn't remember. She would forget everything, and however, when I saw Lucy crying in front of my eyes, well, how do I explain this? You felt guilty? Guilt. Yeah, that might be it. Phoenix, I have no idea how to tell you this. I don't know if it's a good idea to tell the father that you have tortured for hundreds of years, that you made even his child cry. Oh god, good that he can't move right now. So, what do you want to do? What answer do you want to hear from me? What do I want? I want to help Lucy. You might think that it's too late, but I wish Lucy would at least suffer a little less. Klein, is there any way to save her? I didn't expect you to have those kinds of thoughts. So you really want to help my daughter? After the day, I tried to stop Lucy from activating the clock tower, but it was no use. Of course she lost her memories from the archives after the loop. Well, it seems like a simple matter. Huh? The reason why Lucy is killing me is because she didn't know who I really am. If Lucy can permanently regain her memories, she wouldn't try to kill me again. What do you mean? Use the betrayer's potion. The potion that the betrayer made that permanently restores your memories. The potion that destroyed the Ark project. That's right. You wouldn't know. That potion doesn't exist anymore. The small amount that was left after the freezing was either used or discarded. Phoenix, as you may know, the Ark program is based on a virtual reality game that Azar was working on. Even in the Ark project's development, the unused game data was left behind as dummy data. The betrayer's potion has to be made from tampering with one of the potions in that unused dummy data. That means the potion has to exist in some form within this world's data. This altered world is created based on the dummy game's data, so if you can find the betrayer's potion. I know what you're trying to say, but if that were the case, we would have found that potion already. How many times do you think we've looped? I was only trying to give advice. I'm sorry if it wasn't of any help. You're sorry? No, I'm the one who should be sorry for appearing so suddenly and... Klein, do you not hate me? Do I hate you? Well, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't resent you. If you didn't betray me, the Ark wouldn't have ended up in this state, even if it were frozen. That's true. Still, I can understand your position. Just a little. What? Considering your physical form in real life, I have some blame for not thinking about your point of view. I should have kept in mind that you could have betrayed me, or I should have proceeded with a countermeasure. Why are you saying that? I'm the one who should take the blame. That's because I'm the executive manager of the Ark project. An executive manager takes the final responsibility for everything that happens, including the project being frozen, or even you betraying me. Is that really okay with you? I've ruined the Ark program that you said was more important than your own life. But are you okay with just understanding? If you were a person I couldn't understand, I wouldn't have made you my ally in the first place. Also, the Ark project is not yet over. What do you mean? You needn't know. In the end, you don't have any plans to escape to the real world, don't you? Escape to the real world? What do you mean? You still haven't given up on the Ark project? Phoenix, I understand your position, but in the end, you have betrayed the Ark program. We are no longer allies. But do not worry. There's still plenty of time left until the Ark project is over. Enjoy your life in the virtual world. Klein? The life disappeared from Klein's collapsed body. Well, that's only natural. It's an incredible feat to even hold a conversation with a greatsword pierced through his chest. How is he able to do that? But then again, it happened so many times. Maybe he learned a way to lessen the blow a little. However, the final words he said were, enjoy your life, right? Klein, you're still looking after you! He's still looking after you, even you backstabbed him and turned him into this! He's still trying to understand you, but he won't trust you anymore. You are no longer an ally. Ha! And that instantly gave us a new report? The hidden helper with Leryns. Ah, okay. After hearing Klein's advice, Phoenix set out to find the betrayer's potion. Thanks to a chance encounter with Leryns, Phoenix discovered that the potion can be created manually. However, Leryns, who is supposed to have no memories, proposed a certain deal. So she had no memories, but during our conversation it kind of seemed like she had memories. So both of them were working for a potion to retain their memories. So I guess he succeeded at some point. Right? Interesting. Really interesting. How should I go about this? A hill on the outskirts of the residential area. Having too much to think about, I moved away from the noisy crowd to organize my thoughts. Klein. Not too long ago, I spoke with Klein for the first time in years to discuss Lucy. However, instead of gaining advices, I only gained even more questions. You needn't know. In the end, you don't have any plans to escape to the real world, don't you? Until the Ark project is over, enjoy your life in the virtual world. The Ark project is not over yet. Klein's face wasn't that of a liar. Even though he ended up in that state and died endlessly, he didn't lose sight of hope and was planning something. Whatever. No matter what Klein is preparing, in his current state, there's not a single thing that he can do. What is more important right now is helping Lucy. That is why I went to meet Klein. I rose from my seat, leaving behind my explicit discomfort. Lucy, to relieve that child's suffering, use the betrayer's potion. The potion that the betrayer made, that permanently restores your memories. The potion that destroyed the Ark project. Aimlessly wandering around, I recall the advice that Klein told me. If I wanted to prevent Lucy from killing her father, I have no choice but to restore her memories. But would that actually help her? Or would that just cause more suffering for her, because then she would remember every loop as well? Remembering the loops is not a good thing, Phoenix. It's not a good thing. It's going to drive her mad. Forgetfulness is actually a blessing. Especially if she's getting haunted by the demise of her father for thousands of times. Oh! No. If it's not that, the only other option is to show her the archive like last time. Are you stupid? She was crying, Phoenix! That hurted her even more! Anything related to memories will only hurt her! Besides, we would need to go back to the Crimson Wilderness! Which was a pain to get through, but actually speaking, I'm actually more interested in this place. Maybe if I had more party members, the whole experience might be better. Maybe. Either way, there's the Crimson Wilderness with the archive, but that's hardly a normal route. Also, forcing her to go through the Crimson Wilderness every loop won't address the core issue. The betrayer's potion could solve this problem, but the question is, how can we get our hands on it? Even the betrayer just hid it inside the village before logging into the Ark, instead of crafting it here. The betrayer's potion no longer exists. Even if there are some remnants, there's no way the master just left it lying around. But Klein did tell me to find that potion, no matter what. The betrayer's potion? Huh? What potion? What? Oh, hello there, Phoenix! Leryns! What are you doing here all alone? This place is quite far from the residential area. That's what I should ask you. What are you doing in this remote area? Oh, I sometimes come here to collect ingredients for research. Even within the Ark, there are plenty of useful ingredients to harvest. You don't know? For example, These grass hedgehog beavers. Grass hedgehogs are known to live in the Twisted Land, but in the past some people snuck in grass hedgehogs into the Ark due to their cuteness, and those hedgehogs later formed small hordes in the outskirts of the Ark, creating burrows to avoid the pursuit of humans. That is why you can easily find— Okay, stop! I get to the point, please. Ah, yeah. I went on a tangent again. My apologies. Come to think of it, Leryns was the head researcher in this world. Leryns, does the research lab also handle potions? Potions? It's more like potions are the main thing instead of also handling potions. We do research on equipment and relics too, but the investigator require potion the most. Does the research lab have information on every potion then? Well, the tested one, sure. We can account for potions that haven't been discovered or have unknown effects. Is there any potion that you are looking for? Yeah. It's a potion that probably no one has discovered yet, with a certain effect. No one knows the existence of this potion, but I know for sure that it exists. Uh-huh. Do you happen to know the formula for it? Formula? I don't know what potion you're looking for, but we can try making it, as long as you have the formula. What? So all you need is the formula? And you can make it just like that? Well, you did say that you know it exists, right? All we need to do is craft it and placing some ingredients on the crafting table. It's apparently a technology from an ancient time. Isn't it fascinating? If we can find it, we can craft it ourselves? Oh. Phoenix, as you may know, the Ark program is based on a virtual reality game that ASA was working on. Even in the Ark project development, the unused game data was left behind as dummy data. The Betrayer's potion has to be made from tampering with one of the potions in that unused dummy data. That means the potion has to exist in some form within this world's data. So that is what he meant by based on game. Game? Leryns, I have a request. Can you let me use the lab facility? Ah, so you're really planning on making it, huh? Yeah, I don't really know the formula, but if I try every combination of ingredients, I should eventually be able to find it, correct? Well, there have been previous cases of accidentally creating potions only found in records, but please! Sure. However, let us make a deal. A deal? I will let you craft however many potions you want in the research lab. But instead, tell me everything you know about this world. What? Phoenix, you know something, don't you? The contradiction of this world and the real truth. Leryns, you... what? How did you... Could it be your memories? Memories? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I've already felt that this world was strange. The history of the Ark may seem plausible at first glance, but once you dive a little deeper, you can find many holes in it, like cheese. As a curious researcher, I've noticed these contradictions, but the majority of people didn't even seem to care. That fact was even more unnatural for me, and my doubts towards this world only grew stronger. And most importantly, the fact that you and Asa have been acting strangely all of a sudden, after discovering the girl of prophecy that we've been looking for. Asa is in a lethargic state with dead eyes. You've always been a suspicious creature. I mean, you're literally a phoenix. My point is, you two seem completely different from how I remember. I thought that might have some connections to an unnatural history of this world, and so you chased me all the way here because I was suspicious? Oh no, as I said earlier, I really just came here to collect ingredients. It's by total chance that I met you. I'm surprised that you came this far without your memories. Even though we just looped, you pointed out these problems instantly. Does that mean you've always had these thoughts? After all, you're no ordinary person. Alright, let's make a deal. I will teach you everything I know. Really? But how is this deal going to work? She's gonna forget again, right? The Ark Research Lab. I see. So to summarize things, this world is an artificial world, and our real bodies are in cold sleep. We lose our memories and repeat the same timeline. I knew there was some hidden truth, but it is really beyond anything I could have imagined. Can you accept it? I mean, this reality? Well, it is hard to believe, but based on what you've said, the unnatural pieces of the puzzle come together perfectly. The people of this world don't believe the truth even if you tell them. Their sentience have been altered, so it would be hard to accept the truth unless they've already felt that this world was unnatural, like you. So, in the real world, I was a member of that project. I actually recall seeing something like that project in my dreams. That makes sense. This is a world in which dream and reality are switched. Those dreams are not just dreams anymore, but a memory of reality in your subconscious. I see. Then I suppose I have no choice but to help you to prove your statement. Yahoo! So it's a deal then? Well, I did hear the truth from you, but if what you're saying is true, my memories would reset after the loop is triggered, right? Which is going to cause an issue. If you say the same thing to me, I'll react the same way, as if I've heard it for the first time. That's right. Oh, that's a shame. To think I have to forget this truth as a researcher. Well, don't worry about it. That is why I'm here to solve things, by making that potion. Did you say it was a potion that can restore memories? Yep, and not only that, but you become immune to the effect of the loop so that you can remember events from the previous loop, like me and Azar. We need you to drink the potion to test if it even works in the first place. So if all goes well, you have all of your memories back at the end of it. So about that. We need to find out the potion's formula, right? If the word loops, I will forget this conversation, so that means we have to create the potion within this loop. Would that be too difficult? Well, right now our only plan is to guess the formula by complete chance. It wouldn't be impossible if we're lucky, but luck is not really on our side in most cases. What's the number of cases? It's hard to say. There are over 100 verified ingredients in the research lab alone. Since the Twisted Land changes its shape every time, we also have to consider the possibility of discovering new ingredients. So we have near infinite time, so the number of cases isn't really a big deal. However, because of the loop, I have no choice but to explain things every loop so that I can get your help. And you need to remember every formula we've already tried beforehand, so you better make up a system here. How about this? Let's make a secret code. A secret code? Yes, the secret code should be something that no one knows. Something only I can know. If we fail to create the potion within the loop, you should tell the future Leryns the secret code. That would be enough to make me trust you. Ah, understand. If I know a secret that only you can know, that can act as proof that the loop exists. Exactly. Also, according to what you've said, I've already think that this world was unnatural from the beginning of the loop, right? Even if I lose my memories, if you tell me the secret code, I listen carefully to whatever you have to say. Sounds like a plan. I still need to explain the same things every loop though, but if I can explain the key informations quickly, we can make more progress. It should be possible, you know, making that potion. What's the matter? Something on your mind? Oh no, it's nothing. Alright, we won't know until we try. Let's team up and create that potion that you're looking for. Alright, let's do our best. First things first, we should decide on the secret code. Okay, something that only you can know about, right? Do you have any idea? It needs to be something that that I'd never tell anyone. Maybe an embarrassing memory from my childhood? Do you have any? Don't we all? Yeah. As for me, I love reading books so much that I couldn't make any friends. I blamed others for my lack of friends, even though it was me who never really went outside. On top of that, I developed severe 8th grade syndrome during my puberty, and I believed that this world was wrong. Okay. Stop, this is way too long! Oh, sorry. This wouldn't really make a good secret card if it's that long, huh? There's a matter of it being too long, but there's something else that I need to tell you. It's not good to trust your memories in this world. That's because half of your memories are created memories. Created memories? But wait, these memories... I remember experiencing them from my time in the Ark. To you, it might feel real. You've believed that this world was real up to this point, right? Does it mean all of my memories are fake? Oh no, not all of them. But it's not all true either. Was it possible? Could you explain it in more details? It would be hard for the current you to understand, even if I told you. I'm the one who decides that. I can't let this opportunity pass as a researcher. Well, I suppose there's no other way then. It's time for Professor Phoenix's Master Lecture. Oh! Now, to put it simply, I said that your dreams and realities become switched, right? Do you recall a time in your dream where you didn't doubt your situation, no matter how absurd it was? Sometimes dream can create false memories, such as recognizing a stranger as someone you've known for a long time, or the fact that you might even write stone statues to your working place like I did once. It was fabulous. This happened because the brain's ability to perceive reality is hindered while dreaming. When the virtual world was altered, the people having their perception of reality hindered by the master accepted this world as reality, like a dream. As a result, people's brain formed a new memory that are cohesive with the new world, so that the memories from the virtual world and memories from the real world wouldn't contradict. But then, that still doesn't explain why we don't have any memories left from the real world. Well, we quickly forget the events that happened in our dreams, right? When dreams and reality became switched, the events in reality became like a dream to us, and the false memory took over as reality. Since the people of this world recognize this place as reality, they quickly forget the memories from the real world, just like a dream. In conclusion, the memories you told me earlier could very well be something that you've experienced, but there are also good chances that it is just a false memory. So do you understand now? Well, roughly, yes. Well, now that I think about it, it's really a simple matter, huh? If the real world actually exists, we would have grown up by then. Although they are created memories, they should still be influenced by memories from the real world. So it would be extra hard for you to tell which memories are real or fake. How troublesome! If possible, the secret code shouldn't be a created memory. Well, I can think of one thing that might work. And what is it? Bodily, physical memories. For example, a scar from your childhood, an extra limb, a missing kidney and such. These kind of memories are unlikely to change without special tampering. After all, even if memories can change, the avatar's body is said to be the same as real life. Oh, if it's something like that, then I have a good idea. But you do? Yes, it's something that I've never told anyone. Something only I can know. Okay, but am I really allowed to hear this? Those kind of things shouldn't be... Well, hear me out. I actually have a tattoo on my rear. What? A tattoo? Yes, it's a strange tattoo that looks like a key. That is why I always change with the wall behind my back, and always take baths by myself. Well, there's no need for details! But why do you have a tattoo on your... Wait, is this getting a little too private? Please, do not misunderstand. I'm not the one who did it. I don't really know either on why I have that tattoo on that area. Did someone else do that to you? I can't remember since when, but it's been there for a long time. Okay. Anyways, the important part is, only I know of this fact. Even my family doesn't know about it. That is why, if you mention this fact in the next loop, I will start to question you. And then, if you tell me the truth in exchange for the creation of that potion... so that means I have to talk about your butt in front of your clueless face every single time! Okay, I mean it's a bit weird, but I guess we can work with that. Well, if it's not okay with you, we can try a different code, although this is the only idea that I have at the moment. Nah, I guess it's fine. Let's keep it at that. We shouldn't waste any more time after all. Now that we've decided on the secret code, let's get started. Right, there's still a lot of work for us. And that is how me and the Leryns' arduous journey to create the Betrayer's Potion began. Which gave us another report right away. Potion Development Journal. Phoenix and Leryns struggle together to create a Betrayer's Potion. They work hard to break through the countless possibilities and reach the tiny chance of success. But, seeing how we can read those reports and receive the reports directly from her, that's tiny chance was successfully found. Now let's see. Potion Development, Loop 3. What? You want me to let you into the lab? Never! The research lab is a sacred ground for only the most elite, most talented people in the Ark. Unauthorized people have no business here. That is why I told you to call Leryns. I'll speak with her. Oh, forget it. Our boss is quite busy. She has no time to deal with the likes of you. Joey, is this the only occasion that you ever referred to me as a boss? What, Leryns, when did you come here? And I heard a commotion in front of the lab. Oh, is that you, Phoenix? Leryns, you're here! I don't think we've talked very often. Do you need something? The key tattoo. The key tattoo. What are you on your butt cheek? Joey! Yeah? You said you wanted to collect ingredients, right? You blew the other day, right? Yeah, so go and do that right now. Why so suddenly... Phoenix, would you come here for a second? Well, I guess the secret code works like a charm. Loop 11. It's done. Leryns, I leave the taste testing to you, as always. As always. Well, for me, it's the first time doing this. Ah, right. Sorry. It's fine. I learned the truth of this world thanks to you, and I need a potion to verify it. I'm curious. Who's responsible for trying these potions during development? Potion development is Joey's responsibility, so he should be the one. So it's Joey. Actually, a long time ago I tried telling Joey the truth. Oh really? How did he respond? He took careful notes of what I was saying, and the next day he completed this as a novel and spread it around the Ark. The novel became an Ark bestseller within that loop. Holy damn. My! That's disgraceful, but kind of expected of Joey. Well, that's a normal response. You're the exception of having doubt like that. Well, I see. Now then, I proceed with the taste testing. Oh? Success? Did your memories come back? What's good? Good? It tastes good! It is incredible vitality! It's a huge buff! This is without a doubt a rare potion. We need to inform Joey about the formula right now. So it's another failure. That isn't what we wanted, Leryns. Loop 67. Phoenix, I have a question. What is it? How was I like in the real world? Oh, what's the matter? Is it a strange question? No, it's just... I've heard that question over 30 times already. Leryns has a high chance to ask that question within a given loop, and... well, it can't be helped. It may be the 30th time for you, but it's the first time for me, right? That's true. I didn't mean to make fun of you, though. But Leryns, you were the final researchers to join the Ark project, so we didn't really have much time to know each other. I've spent the least amount of my research with you after all. Oh, so the proud head researcher of the Ark is the lowest ranked researcher in the real world? Huh? What did you say? Oh, no, it's nothing. Please continue. She's just having slight doubts about this. So that is why I never really knew much about you. However, unlike Hein and Sis, whose personality have changed completely, you seem pretty much identical from your past self. Huh. Well, I tend to hear from people around me that I'm not very fun to be around. So that means I'm no fun in the real world either. Hey, don't think about it that way. As I told you before, this is a world in which everyone's dreams are realized. The more a person changes in this world, the more they are suppressing their true feelings in the real world. Conversely, this means people who didn't change were already acting as their true self. Phoenix, so you know how to say nice things, huh? Thanks to you. How many times have I repeated the same response? But she doesn't have to realize that. Loop 128. Now then, I proceed with the taste testing. I leave it in your capable hands. Now that I think about it, this taste testing thing. I was the one doing all the taste testing up to now, right? After all, it would be pointless to test a potion on someone who already had the memories like you. True. What about it? If we've been combining ingredients one by one, there had to be some that had dangerous and horrifying effects. I was just wondering if I'd been fine so far. I had a sudden thought that testing these unidentified potions could be quite dangerous, you know? Yeah, you did mention that over 100 times already. That makes sense. I'm always the same in any loop after all. What I can think of in the current loop, the previous Leryns probably thought of as well. Yeah. Well, I'm not saying I dislike it. It's necessary to take some risks for the sake of science. Well, here it goes. Oh, what? Leryns? Leryns! Is she dead? Oh no. I don't know what went wrong, but she literally died instantly. Oh, I need to loop right now! 337. Phoenix, I have a question. Stop right there, Leryns. You're going to ask me how you were in the real world, right? How did you know? Mind reading? Or perhaps myself in the previous loop? I expected you to ask that, so I have written it down here. Here, take a look at this paper. Oh, this is Leryns frequently asked questions and answers. Oh, this is interesting. It's like seeing countless versions of myself in parallel worlds. Parallel worlds. Well, a better comparison would be a time machine. So this is the 337th loop. And this paper here contains 336 Leryns. It's kind of scary to think about it like that. True, but it's also really interesting. 765. The Clock Tower. Beneath the massive towering building stands Lucy and her party. As they place the time shade on the altar, the hands of the clock begins to turn, slowly but sure. Damn, this loop is busted! So this marks the end of loop 765. What combination should we try next time? There's so much still left. Phoenix, looking at the people around us. Everyone is cheering because they believe the world will become peaceful again. In reality, it's just a device to start all over again. Phoenix, it really was a pleasure to meet you. You've cleared the doubts that I've been holding for a long time, and it was fun seeing my message from the previous loops. I've really enjoyed these last few days. Leryns. But now, I feel so empty. In a moment, everything we've experienced in the past few days will just disappear. Phoenix, in truth, I'm scared. I finally discovered the truth of this world, and I've learned a lot of new potion formulas. I've learned about Phoenix and all. Do you know what I fear the most? The fact that once the loop triggers, I'll cease to exist. The things I've realized in this loop, the things that I've learned, everything about me will just disappear. If you think about it, going through loops is like erasing everything about yourself and being reborn over and over again. A fate that was sealed from the beginning. It felt as if my life existed just for a short moment in this loop. Phoenix, if the 766 Leryns forgets everything and replaces me, then what was the point of my life until this point? Was it all in vain? Leryn lowered her head, unable to continue her words. If there was no one who could remember who you were or what you did, it's understandable. Unlike me, whose memories are retained after each loop, she doesn't have the same luxury. Along with the loop, all of the memories she had within the loop will disappear, and she will return to her clueless state. I feel sorry for Leryn, but as always, there's nothing I can do to help her. All I can do is offer some words of comfort. That may be true, if there was no one who could remember who you were, or what you did. You mean, I'm right here, aren't I? The one who can remember you. Don't worry, as long as I remember who you are, your life will never be in vain. Phoenix, are you going to remember me? Will you remember me? Even if the 766th loop starts? Will you remember 765's Leryn? And all the others? Of course, I'll always remember the promise I made to you. I continue to work with you to create that potion. And once we succeed, the memories of your current self, as well as all of the previous Leryns, will return, and you'll be able to find your true self. Phoenix, I'm so glad. Someone like you exists in this world. Thanks to you, I can disappear in peace, knowing that someone will remember who I am. And the next Leryn will surely carry on my will to help you. Just leave it to me. Is that a promise? Do you promise to give me that potion no matter what? Yeah. I mean, without you, there's no one who can actually test the potion, Leryn. You're working together on this. This is a team effort! A team effort! Oh god, already 1,000? Leryn, did you know? This is the 1,000th loop that we've been making potions together. 1,000? How many days is that? Well, it's hard to say since there's no set time for each loop. Assuming the average duration is 7 days, that would make it 7,000 days in total. 7,000 days? So that's a little over 19 years. Well, it's not that much, at least compared to how long I've spent inside of the Ark. Phoenix, how old are you? Hey! You're all aged the same as me! You just don't remember it! And since your body... oh no. Phoenix is becoming like me. Also, while I was doing this, Lucy continued to kill her father with her own hands. 1,000 loop means she killed her father nearly 1,000 times. Of course, Lucy wouldn't know or remember that she's doing this to her father, but if I think of Lucy's face when she discovers the truth... Wait, Lucy killed her father? What do you mean? Did you never mention that to her? Phoenix? You are still hiding something. No, I'm not. Answer me before I break all of these potions. Yeah, my big mouth. Every loop, some information is kept cleverly hidden from Leryn. The reason is simple. First, information needed to be delivered as concisely as possible to save time. Also, in the perspective of an Ark project researcher who knows nothing, it's obvious that I'd be considered as trash. If I explain everything one by one, I will inevitably have to explain how I betrayed Klein and ruined the Ark project and got everyone into this mess. In Leryn's perspective, it's obvious that you wouldn't want to work with such an individual. Leryn's memories haven't been restored yet. She will forget everything in the next loop anyways. Well, the cat's already out of the bag, so let's just tell the truth and be careful the next time around. Once I finish the potion, she will remember everything, so I can make her proper apology then. Phoenix, to think you were the culprit who ruined the art project. I thought something was odd. What happened to the art project to make it into the current world? Why do people lose their memories and repeat the same timeline? So all of that is because of you. If it wasn't for the betrayer, I wouldn't have made that choice. No, I guess I'm just deflecting the blame here. I have no excuse. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize. I have no memories of my past in the first place. I only have your words to go by. But assuming all of what you have said is true, you're insufferable, Phoenix. Can I ask one thing? The reason that you want to create this potion is because you wanted to help the girl of prophecy, Lucy, right? Yeah. That's the only way to stop Lucy from killing her father. At the very least, I hope that child wouldn't have to suffer any longer. If Lucy's memories come back from the potion, she wouldn't have to suffer? Is that what you truly think? What? Of course, if she regains her memory, she wouldn't try to kill her father anymore. But what about everything else that she's already done? Even if the events are resetted by the loop, she will remember the time she killed her father with her own hands, and remember every time she got killed in the process. Well, even if she doesn't kill her father, he's still in the form of a crazy monster, and there's nothing that she can do about it. Have you considered that it might be less painful for her to not regain her memories? Why do you even feel guilt for Lucy? Don't you think you should have felt guilty for someone else? What? Again, I have no memories of my own, so I'm judging this based on your story. If you truly wish to stop Lucy's suffering, you need to address something more fundamental. Something that will truly lead to helping Lucy. More fundamental? Leryns, where are you going? I wash my hands of this project. I don't want to make potions with you anymore. Leryns! I know, I'll forget everything in the next loop anyways. You'll approach me while hiding these facts, and I'll blindly continue to make your potions. But Phoenix, you should consider what Lucy really needs. What you really need to do right now. Oh no. This is my first time seeing Leryns in such a sour mood. It's understandable. It just means my past actions are that deplorable. I don't want to excuse myself with thoughts like, I'm not that bad. Although there was a betrayer. My actions are not different from theirs. Knowing this, I want to atone by helping Lucy. I do feel guilty for Lucy. Don't you think you should feel guilty for someone else? I'm feeling guilt towards the wrong person? Is it wrong to feel guilty for Lucy? No, that's probably not what you meant. I should be feeling guilty towards not just Lucy, but everyone who participated in the art project, who are currently trapped in a loop. But Lucy's tear were the catalyst. I should be carrying the weight of everyone's pain. Maybe that is what Leryns wanted to say. What should I do? Should I restore everyone's memories? I don't know if that would work. Or if that would even help. That would just create another riot. Phoenix. But even if I do that, it won't solve... Wait. If you truly wish to stop Lucy's suffering, you need to address something more fundamental. Something that will truly lead to helping Lucy. I'm really the worst. Even though I saw Lucy in distress, I couldn't stop myself from running away again. I already know the answer. What I need to do to free myself from this guilt and atone for what I've done. Yes, I know for all this time, maybe even from the moment that I betrayed everyone. If you were a person I couldn't understand, I wouldn't have made you my ally in the first place. Also, The Ark project is not yet over. I understand now. The lingering discomfort I felt after talking to Klein. It was a feeling that came from not being able to face my own heart. In the end, you don't have any plans to escape to the real world, don't you? Klein understood that and hinted to me about the potion, so that I can come to terms with my past and realize what I need to do. Even if it is too late, I now realize what I need to do in this very moment. When I came to my senses, I was already flapping my wings towards the sky. Let's go and meet Klein. Klein hasn't given up on the Ark project just yet. He certainly has something up his sleeves. My goal should be to help him complete the Ark project. It may be contradictional for me to help Klein at this point. However, if the guilt I'm feeling right now is real, if there's something I can do to save Lucy and everyone else, I will fly freely, no longer bound by fear and desires. Potion development, 2376. Did you get a chance to have a talk with him? Okay, so there was a talk, but we don't get to see the details. I guess that's fine. I finished talking with Klein. Klein did not 100% accept me, but he recognized my sincerity. I do my best to help Klein to atone for my past actions. Just like old times when we were preparing for the Ark project. Klein gave me only one task. To prepare the Betrayer's Potion until his given date. That is, until 400 years later, when the global cooling phenomenon will come to an end. Klein has something that can temporarily wake up the Program Master. He somehow figured out an estimated date for the end of the global cooling phenomenon, and he was planning to hand over a certain device to Azar to wake up the Master. Azar would need the Master's power to accomplish his own goal after all. I thought it was a crazy idea, but we had no choice but to rely on the Master's power to go out to the real world. The only option left for Klein was to wake up the Master and rely on the Master's judgment. However, if I succeed in creating the Betrayer's Potion in time, all possible cases in 400 years? Yeah, to save not just us, but everyone in the world, we have to wake up in accordance with the end of the global cooling phenomenon. 400 years should be plenty of time for everything in the research lab. It may not be as simple as you think. There are around 100 ingredients in the research lab alone. If you combine 3 ingredients from that pool, that's over 160,000 possibilities. Even with the research facility at full capacity, I'm not sure if we can test that much. Also, accounting for any undiscovered ingredients. I know how to count too! I'm only asking whether it is possible or not. Well, calm down. I can't say for sure either. Our success is based on pure luck after all. No one knows what kind of ingredients went into creation of the Betrayer's Potion, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to take it out on you. It's fine. Isn't it funny? We have 400 years left, and yet we are running out of time. Time is precious, isn't it? Anyways, let's get started. We don't have a second to waste. Loop 8391. And how is it? Well, it tastes like salt water. Another failure. We're close to finishing every combination of ingredients in the lab. I wonder if we're missing something. Phoenix, you said the end of the global cooling phenomenon was... well, a little less than 300 years from now. 300 years. If we don't complete the potion by then, I won't be able to keep my promise with Klein. Even 300 years feels short. Who knew making a single potion would be this difficult? Leryns? What should we do now? If we finish every combination but still fail to make the potion, what do we do then? Phoenix, I thought of this as soon as you talked about potion combinations. There is a worst case scenario that I haven't really mentioned yet. What is it? If the potion cannot be made by combining ingredients, it could be that the potion is created by combining a potion with another. Wait, potion in another potion? Potions made as a combination of potions are rare. In most cases, the ingredients mixed together become a normal liquid, but in very rare cases, certain potions synergize with each other to combine a completely new potion. And if you consider that, the possibilities of combinations from one potion to another, with another to another, is infinite, Phoenix. Why didn't you say that earlier? Well, it wouldn't really help to begin with. So none of the previous Leryns mentioned this? Well, I do recall some Leryns had a grim face, but none of them actually told me, and actually never mind. Even if I knew in advance, we would have to test every possibility anyways, so on the contrary, thank you. That's an important fact to consider, huh? Thanks to you, I think I can continue. Really now? Don't you realize? Combining potion with potion is more complex than ingredients. We'll have to test several times the numbers of cases we've done so far. I have no choice but to do it. Compared to what Lucy and clients are going through, this is nothing. And Loreen, I know you don't want to forget all the experience and knowledge you've gained from helping me to this point. And it's not only you. For all the people who were harmed because of my greed. I have to finish that potion, no matter what. How is he able to remember all of this? All those combinations? It's impossible. 15,470. And... oh no! Critical failure! Are you okay? Phoenix, these memories... until now, you and I... Wait. Did your memories come back? Did we succeed? Succeed? Oh, nope. Nope, it's not. Loryn! She was about to say something. Loryn's face started to age rapidly, and soon she collapsed with vomiting blood. Loryn's corpse then melted and disappeared without a trace of its existence. What was that? It seems like her memories came back for a second there. The side effects are awful though. I wonder if this affects her in the future. Hopefully not. Although the effect was vaguely similar, this probably is the Betrayer's Potion that I'm looking for. There's a special effect that appears when the Betrayer's Potion is used, and it definitely doesn't involve your body melting down like that. However, since there was some kind of changes to memories, the Betrayer's Potion could be very similar to the combination that we've just used. Okay, we're getting one step closer. 21,994? I suppose this loop is coming to an end again. And so this marks the end of loop 21,991. Oi. As Lucy and her party inserted the time shade, light begins to leak from the clock tower. The surrounding area, as always, full of the shimmering crowd who knew nothing. Loryn, you still have that potion that we just finished, right? Yes. Before the world loops, could you try it out? It will be a failure anyways, but it would be a waste to do nothing with it. Phoenix, are you okay? Not really. Why do you ask? We only have a few days left, don't we? The end of the global cooling phenomenon. Oh. We really tried nearly every possible combination. Honestly, at this point, our chances look hopeless. No. If we give up the Ark project, I know that. But what are we supposed to do? You might not feel the same way since your memories are resetted. But I've been at this for close to 400 years. Nowadays, it feels like I'm just a potion crafting machine. tried to redeem myself from the past and help Klein. I tried harder than I ever did in the real world to do the impossible. But there was no miracle. Of course I know that I don't deserve any miracles, but still. Phoenix! Don't give up just yet. Maybe it's because I'm a researcher, but I don't believe anything in this world is truly impossible. Even if it's a tiny sliver of a chance of success, as long as it is possible, it is my duty as a researcher to pursue that possibility. Leryns. You never know, right? This potion could be the one. So don't give up just yet. As long as you never give up, the possibility is always there. As soon as Leryns drinks the potion's prototype, the clock tower started to spin. The Ark is enveloped in a blinding light, and a new loop is about to begin. Right before the loop, I felt a flash of blue light coming from Leryns. But whether that was real or an illusion, I couldn't say for certain. A blue light? Okay. Potion development, loop 21,995. As soon as the next loop began, I rushed to the research lab with faster footsteps than before. I might have seen it wrong, but the streak of blue light that appeared from Leryns at the moment of looping, it was similar to the biggest indicator of the betrayer's potion, a blue effect that appears at the location of drinking it. The potion that Leryns drank. It really could be. And? Leryns, are you in there? Leryns! I arrived at the research lab and shouted Leryns' name. When I do this, Joey will appear and make a big fuss, and that noise will cause Leryns to come out of the lab. This is the routine that I've been following for nearly 400 years. It's the fastest possible route to meet Leryns. Be quiet! Who's making that noise? Joey, do me a favor and call Leryns. So it was you, Phoenix. Anyways, what gives you the right to boss me around? Just do it already! I know that she's in there! I don't know. Leryns just hurried off to somewhere a while ago. What? Something changed. Leryns has never left the research lab at this point in the loop. This could only mean... It worked! It worked! I heard the flight over the Ark. Where is she? We've always met in front of the research lab, so where else could she be? As I circle around the same spot, I'm reminded of a certain place. If the potion worked, Leryns would also remember this place. After all, that place was also her first step towards finding the memories. Leryns! A hill on the outskirts of the residential area. It's a place where you can get a clear night view of the Ark, and it's a place that Leryns said she frequented to collect ingredients. 400 years ago, this is where I accidentally met Leryns after talking to Klein. And in that place was... Phoenix. What happened? Why are you here? Do you know? As a child, I wanted to go to space. What? To count the stars in the sky and the endless expanse of space. No matter how much science advances. Oh god, this is way too fast. I'm sorry, Leryns. I failed ya! I failed ya! Tension of Klein. Leryns, your memories. Phoenix, it's been a long journey. I'm finally back. It's time to save the world! Oh, that was a pretty picture. I thought it might have been too difficult. I thought of giving up countless times. In the end, we've managed to clear the mission that seemed impossible. The moment when 400 years of hard work finally came to fruition. I'll never forget this moment.